Hi, it's April 17th, 2013. This is Dawn, survivor of Colony 16. I'm here at the local library with a couple of other members of my colony, Elise, Matt, and Barbara, who are securing the perimeter right now while I come in here and get the resources that we need. So as you probably already know, the zombie apocalypse has occurred and they walk among us. I live in a colony of about 12 survivors, and we have heard rumors that there are other colonies of survivors out there, and we're hoping to connect up with them, but there are no cell phones, there are no satellites, there's no internet, so we're pretty much back to bare basics. The internet did, however, come up yesterday for a little bit, and I was able to search the library catalog for information. Now that we don't have the internet, we have to rely on print, and we need information in order to survive out there. There is just no question about that now. We didn't really think about that. We thought everything could be found on Google, that all we ever had to do was get to the computer and look stuff up. Well, if there is no internet, you're not looking anything up. So I don't know, hopefully whoever's watching this, we have survived. I have survived, and at least in terms of getting this video to you. If there are libraries in the future, that's great. If there's not, then I will tell you that the library was amazing. All these free resources for people to look at, to check out, to use. And everything's arranged by call number. An academic library like this one arranges material by the Library of Congress, and the public libraries did something called the Dewey Decimal. But, really, if you have a library at all with materials, who cares how they're organized as long as you can find stuff. So the call number is like the library's way of giving the book an address. And so this particular book here we're going to grab and take back. The Zombie Survival Guide, Complete Protection from the Living Dead. I think this is going to be really useful. You can see it has a little bit of damage from when the zombies took over. This will help us in terms of what kind of weaponry, just survival tactics, combat. So far the zombies haven't been very fast moving, which is good, but we still need to know how to protect ourselves. The next book I want to grab is Save Your Ass, an illustrated handbook on surviving a natural disaster, terrorist attack, pandemic, or catastrophic collapse. And I bet the person who wrote that book didn't think we would be in the midst of the dead walking among us, very hungry and relentlessly stalking us. Okay, so the next book I found that I think is going to be helpful is this How to Live in the Woods. It's an older book, sure, but that doesn't mean it's not useful. And in fact, camping, how to build a fire, how to clean fish, how to scavenge around for food. Those things are still relevant today as much as they were in the 1950s when that book was written. So we're going to take it back to the camp, because I don't know about you, but I don't know how to build a fire. Didn't think I'd have to know that. One of our colony survivors, Aubrey, was a chef before the zombies took over. And I found this book on herbs, and I think it's going to be really useful. It's a comprehensive reference so that we know what we can eat and what we can't. The last thing we want is for colony survivors to survive the zombies, only be taken out by eating some sort of weed that ends up killing them. And the last thing I came for was a road atlas. No one knows how to read maps anymore. We relied on GPS to tell us where to go, guide us through the maze that is our intricate roadways. Now, of course, most of the roadways are roadblocked with abandoned cars, but this will help us know the layout, where the rivers are, where the lakes are, where the woods are, so that we can take shelter and be close to a source of water. That will ensure our survival. We cannot rely anymore on electronics to be our brains. We must use our own brains and ensure the future of the human race. So that's the goal of taking these resources today and bringing them back to the colony, and I hope that they agree with my choices, and I hope that they're useful, and I hope that we can implement some of these survival tactics so that we can ensure our safety. So I think I'm not alone. I'm gonna go ahead and try to find my comrades. I think they're here. I think the zombies are here. I think they found me. If anybody's watching this video in the future, we are headed to Colorado, to the high mountains. We've heard that there's a colony there. So please, if you're out there and you see this video, come to Colorado and find us. And please be